All right, everybody. So today is all about LinkedIn growth. And I would like to start with one simple question, all right? And I want you to really think about it, and I want you all to participate. So please, hands up, all of you who has a product or service. And now, all the others who work in a company which has a product or service. Can I see all the hands? And then those who think that this product is really great, please keep your hands up. All right? And who thinks that this product deserves more customers? Yeah. All right. So this is what we're here for. And this is maybe one of the most important takeaways. Because we're going to talk about marketing, we're going to talk about sales, about direct outreach. This is the mindset I want you to explore when you're doing all these activities. Because, of course, like sales, cold, outbound outreach has a negative connotation. But you need to think, if you have a rockstar product and you're really smart people and you're hustling day and night, although you could have other alternatives, you have hobbies, you have a family, but you go to the office, you work hard, and you solve a problem. What problem are you solving? It's not your problem. It's the customer's problem. So it should be beneficial for the customer to learn about who you are and how you help them to solve their problem. This is the mindset. I want you to think about it, and I want you to explore. And if you go out there with this mindset, use the techniques that I'm teaching you here today, you will be successful and people will listen to you. Because I'm going to show you a lot of techniques. Some of them are borderline. Some of them are straight illegal or spammy. And it is up to you to think if you should use them and in what context. The only thing I can tell you is to stay clean, stay legal, and even more, do not spam people, but only use what you learn here for the good. And I'm sure almost all of you, like virtually all of you, said yes, that they have a stellar product and they want more customers, and it is beneficial for those customers to learn about it. So I hope that you will use these techniques to make the world a better place and solve your customers' problems. So let's begin. Just a few words about me. So who am I to teach you? Who am I to lecture you here? So my name is Daniel, and I'm in marketing since like forever, so since like university. I've never worked a day in my life, so I've been self-employed all along. And what we do at Levelev Consulting is we concentrate on B2B lead generation. So we help companies find and convert business customers. And with this, we shall begin. So today's topic is LinkedIn. And to put this in context, what it means to do LinkedIn and how to structure your growth effort like a king. Because at the end of the day, it's all about execution. You need to hustle, and you need to do, and you need to work, and you need to show up, and you need to do the 10x effort to get the 10x results. There is no shortcut to success. But I want to highlight this real quick. What is the mindset to get into execution fast and also to execute the right things? Imagine your growth effort, your marketing campaign is a kingdom. So who is in charge of the kingdom? Who runs the king? And what is the king all about? The king is heads up in the cloud, and the king is about values, vision, mission, about the offer, about the products, who are we, who are our customers, what problem are we solving. And this is the king. And the king defines the product and the roadmap, like in 5 years, we want to be market leader in some vertical. So who is just under the king? Who does work with the king directly? We call them the officers. So it's like the knights and the bishops On chess, so they are all about strategic goal and tactics. The king, he gives them a crazy vision, like this Steve Jobs type of guys. Yeah, we want to do this and that and that. We want to do the moonshot. Do it. The guy's like, okay, we need to have a plan. We need to know how to go from 0 to 100, and this is the middle level. And in marketing, this is all about the funnels and about the tactics. Should we do LinkedIn? Should we do Facebook? When should we use LinkedIn? When should we not use LinkedIn? When should we use free methods, organic? When should we use paid ads? And then the officers, they command the soldiers. And the soldiers are all about execution. And if you have the big vision, you have a plan, you write it down, then you can go into execution without any interruptions. You can just stand up in the morning, no email, no Facebook. You know what to do. Today, I want to write ad copy. Tomorrow, I want to select the creatives. Day after tomorrow, I want to upload it to LinkedIn and run the ads, okay? After a week, I want to look at the conversion rates and optimize. This is how you structure your growth like a king. And this is how the growth process looks like. So this is the growth process we developed. This is the growth process we're using for us and for all our customers. So we start not with LinkedIn or ads or Google or anything, not with the soldier stuff, but we start high up, king level. And it's all about the offer. 80% of all your marketing effort is the offer. What's the offer? It's target, problem, solution. If you're that precise, you have an offer, and this is the thing. If you put it really precise to the right people, then it's 90% of the marketing. I don't care if the button on the ad is blue or red, or for that matter. But this is the thing, and this is I want you to think before you run any ads or you go into the nitty-gritty details. You know, garbage in, garbage out. So you need to be really sure. And now is the trick. So you have agencies and influencers. You have already two target groups. So we go from the offer into micro products, which means we niche down. So one for the agencies and for the influencers can be different. Maybe you can have also a slightly different problem, and maybe you could even catch them not with your main product which you're selling, but with something which you're giving up for free, like a tool, ebook, seminar, talk, to just kind of filter them out like you do on the platform to get the right audience into your funnel to talk to you. And this is what we actually mean by micro products. All right, so these are micro products. And micro products, or the verticalization of your product, is our secret sauce. We kind of invented it, although it was always there. So the trick is, don't spend all your budget on one offer, but do really targeted niche offers. Ad spend will be cheaper, conversions will be higher, and also on organic and automation channels, you will get better results if you drill down. And the question is, how many landing pages, how many funnels, how many market products do I need? Start with 2 or 3, and then do at least 10. And then add over time. So once you have this is the king level. Then you go into the officer level. You write what we call a 30-day war plan, which is nothing than more than a calendar. So you map it out, what you will do and what will happen. So also over the course of the next 30 days, you are sure what you're doing, and you can just execute without having any doubt or meetings or kind of rediscussing things which will have been fixed. And then you start with outbound sales, and in our case, this can be called, or of course called LinkedIn. Automation, this is what we're talking about, so this is where the LinkedIn comes in, and this is the first place for LinkedIn to come in where it actually makes sense, okay? Then once you got feedback from your outbound sales, you are really uncomfortable to go into paid acquisition because you know that your offer and your micro products, which I get you some feedback, but imagine you get 100 feedbacks because you chat or you email or you phone with 100 customers, then your offers are really good. They are really ready to do paid acquisition. And then I have a question. What do you think is the last step in our funnel? And they can be many steps. There are many right answers, but I choose the one which makes the most impact. And I think this is the second thing. So the first is the king mindset. The second thing you should take from this talk is the last step of the funnel. So what is for us, for the Levelev consulting mindset, the last step of the funnel? We don't stop till this step. Case studies. So why are case studies so powerful, and what do I mean by case study? If I work with Mercedes, I put their logo on my homepage, that's a reference. He works with Mercedes. Wow. Maybe Mercedes gives me a testimonial, like the head of something at Mercedes says, hey, we work with Daniel, really good guy, got a ton of results, this is my face, this is my title, I'm head of whatever at Mercedes. This is a testimonial. And the case study is even more. Case study for us is a quantifiable case study. We started working with Mercedes, they had a problem. And their KPI, X, was at a level. Then, after a time Y, their KPI was at a way better level, quantifiable case studies. And once you have these, you can use them in outbound sales and paid acquisition on your website, wherever. So this boosts you along the funnel. So these testimonials, these case studies, they can be really, really powerful. And I will show you a LinkedIn funnel which is built completely upon case studies, and we have tremendous results with this. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty details of LinkedIn. So who's here to go really deep down in LinkedIn and learn something? Nice. So actually I know what's my audience is here, yeah? Really, really good. So I'll show you how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. We will talk a lot about target group, about sales navigators. I will show you how to improve your SSI. So let me check. It changes all the time. 83, 1%, 1%. So getting new connections, I'm 100%. Okay? Because I have my spammy bots, they do it for me, but also because I connect to a lot of people at the talks. Then personal branding looks good. Of course, find the right persons, yeah, because I connect to a lot of people, I have some rejection rate. And LinkedIn wants me to post more organic stuff, but I'm not the content type of guy. However, I told you we're hiring, and we're hiring somebody to write that content. So if you like writing content, very, very welcome. Let's go to the checklist to optimize your profile. The first thing is really, really simple. Complete your profile. So what do I mean by complete profile? Your profile has a ton of fields. Every field there is, you should fill out. Regardless of what you think is a good field, a stupid field, if there is a field, what do you do with the field? What do you do with the field if it is there? Fill it out, right. If you open your profile, what's the URL of your profile? So I'll check mine just here. See mine, linkedin.com/IM/Levelev. So for all those who didn't yet claim their custom URL, just Google LinkedIn custom URL and follow the guide. Because at default, you get a very weird URL like linkedin.com/DanielLevelev3450XO. That looks on business cards, never. So claim your URL. Very simple thing, but shows that you care. The photo, okay? Super, super important thing. So what about the photo? Okay, you have two photos on LinkedIn. First one is the cover photo. Second one is your profile photo. So I'll show you mine. My kind of thing is social proof. So I want to show people, hey, I do a lot of talks and a lot of people come and care about me. And also I have this speaker photo, okay? So this is, if you have something related to what you offer, to who you are, you can do this. This is really nice. I can show you another example of a more standard thing. Okay, so this is a very, very standard example for optimized pictures. You have a nice picture, you have your logo over there, and you have this perfect photo taken by a photographer, straight headshot, smiling, friendly, engaging. This is really, really nice. This is how you optimize your profile photo. So let me check something. I want to show you something. Here, this guy. Okay, so unless he's a writer, I think these books are ugly and they should be removed. So you can do this in Photoshop, spend an hour, you can spend like a ton of money on photographers, or I will show you something really simple, how to remove a background. If you have a noisy background, you just go to remove.bg, remove background, paste it here, and boom, AI. I would always recommend a neutral background, color gradient, something, and always zoom on the face, because remember, if you connect to people, they will see your request, mostly on mobile, because they get a notification, and they need to see kind of your face, that you're friendly, and just they They need to see a good photo, so they like you and get engaged and connect with you. So let me show something more. You can even do like a little bit of advertising in here. So this company, Hey Jobs, they do it company-wise. I think this is really nice. So let me check some of their people. So yeah, what they do is they have all their trust badges, the logo and everything, and they have the same thingy for all the people in the company, which is also really nice as an optimization for your profile picture. All right? Keywords. So who of you is over 30 and did some SEO back when it was easy? Old school guys and girls maybe. So if you want people to find you by any keywords, if they search for them on LinkedIn, like a Java developer, Ruby on Rails developer, professional photographer, or even on Google, because LinkedIn profiles tend to rank quite high, you should put them whenever you can in LinkedIn. So if you have fields, you fill them up, and you fill them up with something relevant for you, for your target audience, and also for their searches. Super easy. So this is also my advice. Don't be sleazy, be to the point, be direct. And yeah, let's see. I told you to fill up all the fields. So we start with the headline. Okay? So actually, this is not the best example of a headline. I can show you something which I really like from another woman also called Julia. So what they do, they actually say, okay, we help companies to get trust. A little bit old school, but then it says, okay, Check24, super trustworthy company, got 850K reviews. This is really nice. What I actually also would include into the thing, if it fits, I would still have like a second part of the thing and saying that who she is and where she works, B2B at Ecomi. Because if you have only the tagline, it seems a little bit spammy. If you just have your job title auto-generated, it shows that you don't care. So I would combine it, like what you actually do, target problem solution, in a very short form, and then your title and company. This is, for me, the best combination for the headline. So let me check the summary. This is the thing. You can pitch here, and actually, this thing is longer. So you can write a whole paragraph of text, and you can link media here. So I have videos of my previous talks. Or actually, it leads to the posts, because my thing is social proof. So I link to posts with a lot of likes, with a lot of reach. And you should use it. You should use this screen real estate. So in German, it's called info. In English, it's called summary. So you should fill it out, and you should really kind of, if the headline is limited, you can explain in the thing. For the more detail-oriented people who really want to know it, job descriptions. This is a good one. Who of you works at a DAX company? Or a really known startup? Nobody, okay? So the other ones, if you say, hey, we are working at XYZ startup, I don't know what this is. What the fuck? So the thing is, unlike a traditional paper CV, which is limited, you have unlimited space here. So what I suggest is to write a 3-paragraph line. 3-paragraph summary. So first, what is the company doing? Because if you don't know what's growth acceleration, you probably want to find out. First, what about the company? Then about your role. What is the company doing? What I am doing at the company? And then about the value. Like a small case study, what value did I bring to my customers? And then, of course, media. Okay? You can also do this with media. And I have the same here. And probably I should fill it out more for the other positions. Okay, so all the job descriptions are actually places to showcase your experience and to pitch. And actually, I've seen a marketer who puts his clients kind of as jobs and says, like, case study, XYZ company, take them at this point, left them at this is what we've done, tremendous results, smart guy. So this is what you can do, all right? Recommendations, really, really nice things. So what are recommendations? These things here, okay? So people can write you a testimonial, and I would encourage you, there is a button, so you can ask for recommendations, and you can have here, for example, my partner, Yaniv, and so what is the like partner? You don't have a partner options? Okay. So then he can write me a review, and you can send it to your colleagues, to your friends, to your customers, to anybody. Just send it and ask them for reviews. Really, really nice. And the next thing to recommendations is actually the skills. So all those skills here, which you actually can showcase, and people can upvote them. So these are recommendations and endorsements. There is a trick. There is a software Phantom Buster, which is a bot which can go through all your friends and just upvote their endorsements. And in return, like 10% of your friends will endorse you back, so your skills can go up to 99 plus. Okay, so I give you a little hack right here. And yeah, this is what I'm not doing that frequently, but you should regularly post. What should you post? The best thing is case studies, client value, client success stories, then original content, and then kind of industry-specific content, and then just random viral shit from Forbes or entrepreneur.com, Business Inc. But you should post, because if you collect contacts, then they will see your post, they will be reminded of you. It helps for you to get more personal branding. And now you have optimized your profile, so now you want to sell. How to identify your target group. So do you want to know how to identify your influencer agencies? Okay, let's do this. So there's a tool called Sales Navigator. I'm not getting any affiliate of them, but for like this 50 to 70 bucks a month, this is a tremendous good tool. So let me check. Let me show you some audiences. So who here is a founder? Founders? And the founders, who is already of the founders connected with me on LinkedIn? So do you want to know how I'll find you out? What is the founder audience? Let's check it. Check it out. We have a lot of founders. Okay, so this is my target audience to connect with. So geo is clear, it's in Berlin. Then I go for second-degree connections, way higher chance that they accept you. And also, the more you get accepted, the less chance that LinkedIn will block your automations. Okay? Then I have my target groups of companies, because I want to connect to rather mature companies, let's say Series A plus, Series A plus. And then I want people, so this is actually wrong, who are longer, okay? So who are kind of longer in the business, to 3 to 5 years. This is the typical Series A, let's say clientele. And the position is co-founder. Why not founder? Why co-founder, not founder? Whoever has applied for investment or accelerator? Do you know any accelerator who says we don't care about single founder or team, we accept both? They all want a team, because a team is like 90% more likely to succeed. So I say only co-founders. And then I exclude people named with a doctor's degree. Why? Why don't I like doctors in my audience? Take themselves important? No, very easy technical reason. If I take a bot to contact the people, say, hi, first name. It will be, hi, doctor. It's shit. You will see it's automation. It's creepy. You know, how can I deliver them the gift of our product when I just start with this creepy thing? So just a small trick. And you have a lot of people. So this is how you construct a target audience. Also, you have this field here, which is a full text search, which I would rather not use because it's very spammy. But you can do something For example, if you don't want to have small companies, you say not UG. Okay? And if you, for example, want to exclude an audience, I don't know, maybe your product doesn't work in the legal industry, it's a regulated industry, then you can put something like not Anwalt. Okay? Or if you are in the marketing and you don't want to connect to other marketers, you say not marketing. Okay, so this is the field. I use this field here, the full text, rather to reduce the audience in order to increase the quality of the people that I'm connecting with. I have another audience where I connect to IT companies, and I go through all the verticals, like what they have: computer hardware, computer software, network security. And because I want, like, in this audience to have really old school companies, I exclude everything: media, Werbung, marketing, internet, homepage, WordPress, because I really want the network providers and the cybersecurity people and kind of this serious audience. So do you get a hang of it, how to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator? So what can you do once you have your audience, you have your people? You can, of course, just save them, write them directly, but you can also later use automation to reach out to them on scale. Or you can scrape them, find out their phone numbers, import them to your CRM, and start calling them. Good thing is, the targeting in the LinkedIn ads is very, very similar to this. And if people ask me, the ads are so expensive, but yeah, other ads on Facebook may be cheaper, but can you target with the same granularity? Can you target influencer managers at DAX companies on any other platform? Probably not. And this is the value of LinkedIn, that you really have all the data which LinkedIn has, which people provided to LinkedIn, and you can target. And actually, LinkedIn ads. Who of you run LinkedIn ads? Nice. So let me show you for the other ones how it works. What is the system? So what are the networks in LinkedIn? If I book ads on LinkedIn, where do people see my ads? Probably no-brainer on LinkedIn.com. You have 600 million of users, maybe a bit more by now. And it's way less than Facebook or Google or whatever, but super targeted business users with the targeting criteria we've been talking about. Really nice. And who knows about the LinkedIn Audience Network? Who of you knows Google Display Network, GDN? Okay? Who of you reads newspapers on the internet, like Spiegel, Welt, Zeit? And they're full of ads. And you can actually target them by different demand-side platforms: Taboola, Outbrain, Google, Facebook, but also by LinkedIn. And why should you target people on third-party websites on LinkedIn ads? Targeting options. You can target people even if they're not on LinkedIn right now with the same targeting, which you had, which we built in the Sales Navigator. Okay? So what kind of ads can you run on LinkedIn? You have sponsored content. About every fifth post is an ad. So this is organic. This is an ad. So I can actually like that post. And what's the beauty? This is native advertising. If you run Google ads, you pay for the ads to be on top of the search results, but that's it. You get what you pay for. Here, you get what you pay for, plus, if your ads are really interesting, really relevant, you also get a ton of free traffic, because you get also the organic traffic and the social proof. So this is the beauty of LinkedIn ads, but also same applies for Instagram, Facebook ads. These are native ads, and you can have also free traffic with those ads. So if your ad is really relevant, if it really solves the customer's problem, they see it, they might like it and share it and whatever. Okay, so this is the basic ad format. Sponsored email. Who knows sponsored email? Okay, so this is really, really nice. With the same targeting, you can send messages to people's inboxes, and they have also buttons, CTA, so it can be really, really nice to invite them to demos, to events. We do this also a lot for event marketing. And of course, you have the normal ads here, and these are the basic ad formats. So very shortly, the objectives. What can you do? What can you optimize your LinkedIn to? You can generate awareness. You can go for website visits, engagements, posts like shares, video views if you want to share content to warm up an audience, and hard conversions, lead generation, website conversions if you have conversion tracking on your website, or if you can also boost your ads. So if you're into HR, you can also run them here. Okay? And we've talked already about the audience. So what's with the audience? What you don't have mostly on other targets is like the exact company, past companies, demographics. It's also quite exact. Professional related interests, job experience, and education. So basically by company and job experience, what we targeted here is super unique on LinkedIn. So this is really, really nice. So how to structure your LinkedIn? How to structure your LinkedIn growth? First, we start with the offer. What are you selling? And this is your landing page, or you can also do lead ads. Who knows about LinkedIn lead ads? So have a look at this one, at this animation. On LinkedIn, you have a format where you don't need a landing page. People click on your ad, they don't get redirected. They just get the form on LinkedIn, pre-filled with the LinkedIn data. So if you want name, company, city, phone number, people click. They just don't think about it. They have their data just pre-filled, and they just click. So lead ads are a really fast way also to test stuff. You don't need to wait for a landing page. You don't need to do a lot of A/B testing. You just have your ad, and that's it. Can be really, really nice to work with them. So you have your offer. We discussed your offer, everything, really good. Then your ads. What's on your ad? Your pitch. You have copy, you have text, and you have a creative, your image or your video or whatever. And this should, of course, match your offer and your buying persona. Make them really interested, make them really hooked, make them click. A little bit clickbaity. And then you have campaigns. So the ads are inside campaigns, and you have all the options, budget, placement, should go on LinkedIn, in the audience network, where, what. Should it run 24/7? Should it run only on special weekdays? Should it run maybe only between, I don't know, 2 and 5 at night? Actually, a really nice case study. People did this for sleeping pills. Are you still awake and browsing LinkedIn? Like targeting problem. Do you want to sleep without taking medicine which can be harmful, but something all natural? Like we solve your problem without the downsides, then click here and get a free sample of our stuff. Amazing. And they just run it at nighttime, save budget. So nice, and then campaigns are inside groups, and they have more options, and you have your account with billing, and where you also can invite collaborators and sharing. So let's do a demo campaign. Okay? So if I have a task, I have here a talk, how to get 100 customers in 90 days. So what's my offer? I say, hey, are you a startup founder? Get your first customers in 100 days. Or are you a corporate? Be agile like a startup, get new customers in 100 days. So this is my offer, target problem solution. You have a business, you want more customers, you want it fast. And what's my target? I would do click to Eventbrite, because I want the people to register on Eventbrite, to see then who's registering, to have a little bit of control of my audience. And also once they register in Eventbrite, this is pretty aggressive in following up, so it makes sure that actually the talk is full. So this is my offer. The ads, this is what I told you. And the creative, I would use images from past campaigns. Then the audience is the audience we've been talking about. And we have campaign group and account settings. So this is basically how I would structure a campaign. If you had other tutorials or other people talking about this, what is the difference from our approach to the standard approach? If you log into LinkedIn ads, what do you see first? Account. You know? The thing is the other way around. So you log into account, you open a campaign group, you open campaigns, you write the ads, and inside the ads, you give them the target website. And the trick here is, I claim that no human being has the capacity to use this buggy LinkedIn system and at the same time think about all this stuff. So the trick is, you start from the top to bottom and you write it all down. We even write it down to Excel sheets and to Google Sheets. We collect everything, and once we go into the account, it's only execution. Open the account, paste, open the account, paste. So we kind of cut our process in different parts, which makes it a lot easier. So instead of just going to the account saying, yeah, I'll click through all these settings and then what do I write in my ass and then I need a landing page, fuck, I need to do a landing page. We actually do it in a structured way. And let's talk about automation. Who of you has heard of Zapier? Zapier is a really nice tool. It can connect almost any app on the internet on the cloud, make them talk to each other. So for example, if you have LinkedIn lead ads and people sign up, the leads are stored somewhere on LinkedIn and you can click like 1,000 menus and then download them into a CSV, which is also a format for geeks and nerds. So with Zapier, for example, you can do an automation for everybody who signs up on your LinkedIn, write this data into a Google Sheet so you can connect all the leads, and then send them an email. For example, if you're doing this thing, sign up to get my free ebook, then send them the ebook. You can also send an email to yourself, you have a new lead. You can send them to your CRM. You can send even a text message, hey, somebody sign up, I can call him right now, as long as they are actually here and know what to do. So this is the first automation for Zapier. And now, this thing is one of the closest things to free money as it gets on LinkedIn. There are a lot of tools to automate LinkedIn. Very famous is maybe LinkedIn Helper, Chrome extension got blocked. Then there was things like JetBoost and Ulink, which went a little bit underground, don't take new users anymore. This year, Expandy, they're just out of beta, and this is a really, really nice tool. So what does it do? It can import an audience from LinkedIn Sales Navigator from normal search, and it can run a campaign. For example, connect to these people with a message, and then if they don't reply, follow up. If they don't reply, follow up. Let's have a look. So you have different searches here, and you have, for example, these people, which I imported with the link. So let me see what do we have here. So this is maybe all the chief executive, Geschäftsführer, and so on, which are connected to me. And I imported them here, and now I can see them. And I can actually select them and put them into a campaign. So let me check some campaigns. So for example, I have event confirmation. So here you can write to your contacts, which is a messenger campaign, or you can have a connector campaign to write to people who are not contacts, just send them a request and then send them messages. So this is a very simple one. You have multiple steps. This is actually a one-step campaign. I just say, hey, first name. You clicked yes on my LinkedIn event. If you want to really be in, go to Eventbrite and register. Okay, so let me choose you some more interesting one. I just plainly connect to the people, and then I say, hey, thanks for connecting. I would like to know more about you and what you do at your company. We do B2B marketing, blah. If the people answer, good. What happens, I start writing with them normally, interacting them, getting a conversation. If not, after 3 days, I write them a story like what is important, blah, blah, blah. And then I always end with this one, because you can try to sell them, you can try to book a meeting and stuff, but I think it's too much. Just provide them to answer. Once they answer, you got a little slightly warm-up lead, which you can follow up. So I always would end with saying, what do you think? What's your experience? Can you tell me? And then I do a checklist, and I write them a ton of messages. And at the end, I can also propose them to book a call. And maybe I can also, what I do in some campaigns, I wait 30 to 90 days, say, hey, it's a long time, we've been connected on LinkedIn. It's now a better time to talk about what we're talking about, to just have a little bit more retargeting. And let's check the stats of the campaign. So about 28% of the people I contacted connected to me, and 32 replied. And what do I do with people who reply? I have an automation here for 2 events. So once a request is accepted, I have a webhook through Zapier. I write them into a table, and also it scrapes their data, phone number, email, if any. And then once they reply, it writes them into another table, so I can open it, say, hey, see who replied to me. I see 10 new people, and I can start reaching out to them. So this is Expandy. Try it out. If you don't have much marketing budget, you're just starting out, or you're in a company, they don't give you that much budget, and you're in B2B, 50 euro for LinkedIn Premium, 75 for Expandy, cheapest leads you can get, ever, okay? And we have magic results. We have C-level people. For management consulting clients, like management consulting is one of the hardest stuff to sell on the internet. We got C-level and decision makers from DAX companies just by expanding. Really, really nice. And if you run both campaigns, also, and if you're KPI driven, you get, let's say, 100 leads per month on Expandy, plus 100 paid, and you have the total budget, so your cost per lead decreases by 50%. Really, really nice. Yeah, sales growth hack. So if I tell you there's a possibility to see somebody's phone number, mobile number, corporate and private email on LinkedIn, even without being connected to this person, would you be interested to find out? Nice. So it goes just like this. There's a small plugin, which is Lucia, and you have also SalesQL, Rocket Reach, and you name it. And what it does, it gets the URL from your LinkedIn and shows all the data which is saved about this person in the database. I actually tried it out also with some interesting people, punched the phone number into my mobile, got on WhatsApp, see they have a live picture yet online today at 15:00, so probably you get real data. Boom. So this is my real phone number. And imagine you get the phone numbers and emails of the people. Would you like a personality assessment of them, deep down, and also a personalized sales script, how to sell to exactly this person, made by AI, instantaneously? So I go on Paul's profile, and I see, okay, Paul is this type of guy, and he likes this, so I should write that, and I should avoid other things. So would you like to see what kind of guy Paul is?
Let's go.
Let's go. So there is a software which is called Crystal Knows. So you search on the internet for Crystal. This is a really nice thing. So it does a personality analysis, and then I choose I need to call Oliver to make a sales pitch or to invite him or whatever, and it gives me like things to write and things to avoid. Really nice. Crystal Knows. And yeah, we have some kind of hacks. So have you ever heard of candidates Tinder? It's not a hack per se, but if you run a job ad, okay, you can run it with a minimum budget and you get some applicants, but also LinkedIn, if you go to Empfehlungen, suggestions, will show you some people and you just Tinder with them. You like them or not. Swipe left or swipe right. And if you say message, then they get a message, hey, Daniel invited you to apply for this job. So you get candidates applying for free, and even off-market candidates, because they may not search a job for now, but they mark somewhere in LinkedIn that they're open. And if you do this a couple of times, and you really just not swipe all the time, like most of the guys do in Tinder, but you do a little bit of quality research, the algorithm will suggest you really good, really qualified results. So this is really, really good, because you have a free method to generate candidates. And then we have for job hunters. Or who wants actually the event one? So what you can do, you can go on Meetup and see all the attendees. And you, of course, can kind of scrape them and invite them to your events. Or you can say, hey, I've seen that you sign up for this and that event. Let's meet there. So you go to an event prepared. You have like 10 people who want to meet you at this event. And now LinkedIn even has LinkedIn events. So you can do this not with Meetups, but with LinkedIn events. So this is actually nice. All right? So you get this. And if you're really tricky, you just say, hey, let's connect at the event. And then you write him, hey, I could make it to the event. Let's go for a phone call. And the event was actually in Barcelona, Stockholm. So you can have your reach kind of as a local with this event trick. You just search for events wherever you want, connect to the people, and don't even need to go to the event. And this is for the job hunt. So what you can do, this is especially for developers, for marketers, for technical people. In Sales Navigator, you have the technical stack. So you can search for companies using Ruby on Rails, for companies running WordPress, for companies having Facebook Pixel. And then you can just see what companies are using the technologies you're skilled in. Click the companies, see for the decision maker, and write proactively with their CV. All right? My name is Daniel. This is my contact info. No need to spend your Lucia credits on me. Happy hacking.